Comic Boom.
Hey guys, Comic Boom here to review Deceased number 3, issue 3 of 6. I'm gonna be straight up and get right to it on this and say that I was a little bit underwhelmed with this issue. I didn't find this issue to be particularly, it never got me in the feels, and despite the fact that it almost should have. It almost should have. Because there were some major deaths in this issue. It was almost, when I think about how many characters appeared and died and were taken out of the playing field, it sounds overwhelming, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. It feels underwhelming, and I think this was a little bit of a miss for Tom Taylor. I think he should have played it a little bit differently. But still, this is a great story. Still, I'm glad. It's still, what I like about it is at least he's not afraid to take players off the field. And so, believe me, that's just a minor little nitpick here. At the end of the day, Tom Taylor's still a great writer, and this is still an enjoyable issue. And what I got to give him credit for is that he's not afraid to get the story rolling, because the story moves here, okay? At least it moves insofar as there's more deaths. He's removing more major players in the DC universe are removed off the playing field here in Deceased. Now, the main through story, the main plot itself in terms of what is caught, we know kind of what's causing the zombie apocalypse here in the DC universe. But they don't get any closer to stopping it or discovering what it is. So there's not like a significant movement in the plot. What's really happening here is that we're seeing the consequence and the spread of this zombie-like disease, this zombie virus, zombie/anti-life virus, spread around the world and affect the various heroes. And that's really all that happens. So it's this is really almost like you've heard of a love letter to DC, to a comic book. This is more like a hate letter or a horror letter, because it's horrific. All kinds of people are wiped out. Now, we already had the death of Batman last issue. Here, right off the playing field, we have Harley Quinn taking out the Joker. And then not only does Harley Quinn take out the Joker, Harley Quinn takes out Batgirl, Catwoman, and the Huntress. Takes out the Birds of Prey. I thought that was a little bit cliche. Tom, I really wish... I actually like all three of those characters more than Harley Quinn. I like Catwoman, Huntress, and Batgirl all more than I like Harley Quinn. but Harley Quinn, unfortunately, is the one that doesn't die. I guess Harley Quinn is the big moneymaker. Corporate, they got to leave her alive. But I would have gone the other way. But hey, I'm not the writer, thank God, because otherwise no one would be buying the comic. But no. But yeah, all these players are taken out of the field. Aquaman's taken out. Aqualad is taken out. I mean, wow, there's a lot of people here. Tempest is taken out. Sorry, I call him Aqualad. But, Aquaman, the Tempest is taken out. Mira manages to survive. But basically, this is just all spreading throughout the DC universe. So many people are slowly being wiped out. And then at the end, there's an emotional scene where Superman attends the farm, the Kent farm, and he sees his dad's been affected. And rather than kill his dad and put his dad out of his zombie-like misery, he locks the zombie part of his dad in the Kent farm and then just tells his mother, Martha, that my pa isn't here. And I never felt it. I felt a little bit of the feels last issue with Batman, but maybe it's... I never really felt it here. This issue is called Red Sea. And I think it's called Red Sea, referring to the blood, the infected blood that Aquaman sort of carried with him when he went and sort of became a zombie and attacked Mira and the Tempest and what have you. So the Red Sea representing the blood in the ocean that's helping to spread the disease all around the world. So this is really just a setup issue. Overall, not bad. I will say that I'm disappointed in the art. I was hoping for a little bit more. The art's not bad. Because it is the same artist, but it's a little sloppy, this issue. It's a little sloppy. The various pages, the pages with Harley Quinn in particular seemed really sloppy when she kills the Joker. It just seemed, it seemed a little bit disappointing. Now, Hairstein as an artist, or pardon me, Hairstein as an artist, he does sort of have a choppy, an undefined sort of lines with his art, which maybe bodes well for the fact that it's a horror. But overall, it didn't quite jive. I'm still hoping that I'd like the art to be a little bit better here. This is a series where they should have maybe focused a little bit more and taken an artist off Batman and maybe put it on Deceased, because Tom King's Batman's going to sell no matter what, and people they're really not that interested in Batman. They're really not. So take Lee Weeks or take Clayman or take him off Batman and put him on Deceased. Let's get that going here. Let's get those artists to draw the undead. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'd like to see. But anyways, beyond that, it's not a bad. It's good. It's good. But this was on the rise. But this definitely was sort of a flat line for me, this particular issue. I'm hoping it picks up in issues 4, 5, and 6. We'll have to wait and see. Very clearly, why is this only 6 issues long? Like, this should be 12 issues. Like, this should be at least a 12-issue series. If we're gonna get 12 issues of Lois Lane, come on, give us at least 12 issues of Deceased. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I love me some Lois, okay? But I'm just saying, the undead in the DC universe, only 6 issues? Come on. You're gonna wipe out all the DC heroes that quickly? Stretch it out a little bit. Spread the joy. It's so frustrating. Why is DC doing this? It's amazing what they'll stretch out. Goddamn, we got 12 issues of The Raven, for God's sakes. We got 12 issues of Bane, a Bane series, and we're only getting 6 of Deceased. Come on! I hope they got something planned here, man, because this deserves more issues. In any event, guys, tell me what you think of Deceased number 3. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter. So long, Aquaman. We hardly knew thee. And until next time, Comic Boom out.